Hi everyone, this is Jennifer with Vanaconda Customs here in Anaconda, Montana. I'm going to give you a quick tour of this recently completed Ford Transit all-wheel drive 250. This is a build for some clients here in Bozeman, Montana. Right as you come out of the cab, you notice we have a nice deep kitchen sink. This is with a rechargeable integral pump and faucet combo by Dometic. You will notice that the spout actually lines up with the hole for the cutting board, so if for any reason you do accidentally turn that faucet on, you don't have to worry about having an inadvertent flood. We do have some storage here under the sink, and then further under the sink we have this large cabinet that houses the 5 gallons of fresh water and 5 gallons of gray water. On the opposing side over here we have the 2-burner RecPro gas stove. That is a propane stove. It does have a proper propane gas locker that's accessed only from the outside of the van and vented through the floor. Another ample storage drawer right here underneath. And down here we have a dedicated space for refuse, as well as some shoe storage bins right at the cab area for taking your shoes off coming from the front. We did a custom step coming out from the outside. You will notice that both countertops have extensions, so this one here simply lifts up to actually more than double the countertop space on this side. And then on the opposing side we have the same thing over here that folds down to allow for more seating in the dinette area. Below the bench seat here we have a good sized refrigerator. It can also be run as a freezer. This is a Compressor 12 volt refrigerator by ICECO. Ample storage drawers underneath the bed, very large deep drawers, help with easy organization. The bottom drawer here actually has a lift up lid, and that drawer acts as a step to access the queen sized bed at the rear of the van. And this is an actual queen. There's no altercations made to the mattress in order to accommodate this. The power system on this build is quite simple. It is just run off of a Bluetti Elite 200 V2. This is a really good option for doing a simple electrical build in really any camper van, as long as you don't have huge power needs. From the bench seat here we also have access to another large storage area in the garage. It's a great place to store extra bedding, winter clothing, camp chairs, things like that. You'll see the remote for the Max Air Deluxe 7500 rooftop fan located here, which is nicely located close to the gas stove to allow for assisted circulation of air. Above the door we have some storage here with some hooks, and you will see the controls here for the AutoTerm Air2D Diesel Heater, as well as the overhead lighting. Along each side of the bed we have these lift-up compartments for deep storage, as well as we have added the Vantech sliding windows at each side of the bed. Those do have screens, so you can see also on this side a repeat of the other side with the lift-up door for the large storage compartment, as well as that Vantech window. At each side at the head of the bed I added storage nooks with side tables, and so you can put your water bottle, reading material, things like that within easy reach. And there are charging ports, those black discs at the back, for each of those storage nooks, as well as reading lights overhead. The sheer linen curtains at the back do act as passive bug screens, and it will be likely the choice of these clients to add additional bug screens at both side door and rear doors. In addition to the pull-out step and the pull-out storage drawer, we have a large pull-out dining table on this side. And let me just fold down the countertop extension so I can show you the pull-out bench on this side. So you have seating on one side, two sides, and then again that large pull-out table. So a really nice dining area or workstation, depending on what your needs are. And I will run around to the back of the van and show you a couple of things there and wrap up this video. So here we are at the back of this Ford Transit van. As you can see, we have the diesel fuel tank mounted here, so it is easily accessible from the outside of the vehicle for refilling. It also is located in a place where you won't be getting any ancillary smells in your sleeping or dining area. On this side, we do have dedicated storage area for their 300 watts of portable solar panels, as well as the ladder. That ladder is used to access both the roof rack as well as the open off-road 270-degree awning that I don't currently have deployed, but I can show you that here in another video. Real quick, back to the garage area. This is a really large open garage space. There are two cabinets there at the back that have dedicated storage compartments. You can also see our fuse block and our charge 1 for the alternator charger while driving. This was kept open to really just store anything that you need for any season. And as we come around here to the side door, I just want to point out that custom step that I mentioned earlier, as well as a little storage nook here. And that stainless steel gas locker that I mentioned is housed here. So this houses a full-size propane tank that is vented through the floor of the van. So it does have a drop vent, more of a European style installation. And that just about wraps things up for this Ford Transit all-wheel drive custom build by Vanaconda Customs.